what I did. Before I had the hammer cock, a Santana rock, Little Jerv, Grandpa Jerry, Grandma Dot, Uncle Carl, Uncle Ted, Uncle Steve, Uncle Bill, Cousin Steve, Cousin Bill up on the hill. Now, my aunt Normie, I don't speak to my aunt Theta or my cousin Bathsheba.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. We're going to review scent number 5 today from the artisan Parfumeur. We've done Coeur de Vetiver Sakura, Tea for Two, Zing, and Skin on Skin. From my collection, I still need to do Zanka, Timbuktu, Vanille Absolument, and Traversée du Bois 4. So definitely more to go over. I know some in the fragrance community think that this isn't a great house. And I actually happen to really like it. I think they have great perfumers and great scents. I know some people don't get great performance, but I think it's a great line. They do really classic and modern takes on scents. You have people doing scents for them like De Chauffeur, Giacobetti, Jean-Claude Elena, and Filippo. And I think you can get their scents for great prices, and they're of really high quality. If you'd like back information on this house, please check out the video that I did on the house, which was for Coeur de Vetiver Sakura. I sort of go into the history of Laporte starting the house with the original amber ball and stuff like that in that video. This was for me the 4th fragrance that I bought from this house. I was just really interested in the note breakdown, and I have to be honest with you guys, it was a 100% blind buy for me. Purchased this one from FragranceNet, and this one is a Jean-Claude Elena scent. He did this one before he joined Hermes. He did a few for them actually. He did one called L'Eau de Navigateur in 1979, which has been discontinued. He did one called Le High Fleuret with them, which was a limited release that gets a lot of comparisons to Olene by Diptyque, and he did Amber Extreme for them in 2001. This was the last one he did for them. I don't know if he's ever going to do another one. My guess would be not, but he did Bois Farine in 2003. The notes on Bois Farine are iris, sandalwood, musk, benzoin, jasmine, gaiac wood, cedar woods, and powdery notes. Now, I do not think Bois Farine is available from retail outlets anymore. It's not on the L'Artisan website. It's not on Lucky Scent, and I actually haven't seen them in any Blue Mercury locations. Discounters online still do have this one, and you can usually find them on FragranceNet for anywhere between $50 to $90, depending on whether you purchase the 50 ml or the 100 ml size. This is the 50 ml, guys, and I purchased this one from FragranceNet for $50. As far as your box goes, they're all the same from L'Artisan. You have Bois Farine, Eau de Toilette, and you have a little blurb about this fragrance in French. It's Mystery et familiar à la fois, bois, sorcellerie, poudre de fleurs. So a little bit of interesting information on, or a little bit of a tidbit about the house on the box. And then on your bottle, this one actually has the plastic cap. You have Bois Farine, you have L'Artisan etched, as you see right there, L'Artisan Parfumeur, and nothing on the bottom. I like the gold caps better than the clear caps, but it is what it is. And of course, guys, this is the 50 milliliter size. Now, the concept with this one, it was really, Jean-Claude Elena was inspired by visiting Reunion Island. And Reunion Island is in the Indian Ocean east of Madagascar, has about 800,000 inhabitants. And evidently in the forest on the island, there are these white aromatic trees that have these red blossoms that are supposed to smell of cooking flour. And that was the inspiration behind Bois Farine, the trees on that island. I have to say that this is far and away one of the most unique fragrances I've ever gotten my nose on. And for that alone, I'm going to tell you guys that I think it's worth the price of admission. I've heard this one often get compared to peanut butter cookies or like cake. And I actually disagree with those comparisons. I think, if anything, it does have a nuttiness to it. But for me, at least, not an iota of sweetness or sugar. I get this woody, irisy, transparent scent that has woody nuances. If someone, I mean, the best description I could give to you guys on this one, honestly, is if someone took crushed peanuts, cooking flour, mixed them up, added some iris, some iris petals, put that into a big bowl, and added some water. You know, that's to me very much what this scent is. It has this cleanliness to it that gives it a gourmand feel which makes it very interesting and very unique. But I do have to also tell you it's linear, which some might look at as a bad thing. I kind of like it because I really like the way that this one opens up. It just is one of those really soft and cozy scents. If there's any real variation that I could make of this one, I would say that it starts to get woody in the dry down. I'm smelling it now, and some of that cedar pokes out. So just think of an opening with like peanut and flower and iris with woody undertones the entire way, like a little bit of gaiac and cedar. And then as it dries down on your skin, the cedar is going to become really assertive, and you're going to smell, in my opinion, cooking flour, cedar, and iris. Performance on this one is very Jean-Claude Ellena like, and that's acceptable for this one because it's a nice scent, but it's light and it's transparent, and it's only going to last for about 5 to 6 hours and project for 4. So this is a soft perfume to say the least. It does straddle that unisex line. I've seen women say it's too masculine for them, and men say it's too feminine for them. Great summer scent, probably going to do best in spring, and occasion wise I'd say this is a really nice work scent if you could pull it off, and a nice casual scent as well for a dress down or dressed up day. If you can't find this one and you're looking for something similar, it gets a lot of comparisons to a fragrance called White Sandalwood by Nest, which I haven't smelled, so I can't verify that. But actually what it reminds me of are a couple of scents by Comme des Garçons, and Wonderwood is one, and Girl by Pharrell is the other. I think those were influenced by those. Those are sort of softer, woody scents as well. And then a fragrance that will serve the same purpose as this, although I do have to admit they're quite different, is either Aqua Universalis or Aqua Universalis Forte by Mason Francis Kurkdjian. I think that, this is just sort of a clean, white, nice scent, and I think those are sort of the same thing. If someone were trying to talk you into purchasing this one, I think they would tell you that it's a unique fragrance. You can probably get it for a very good price. It might be phased out soon, so it might become harder to find, and it has quite a few uses. You probably get some good wear out of this. As you can see, I have, and with a collection as large as mine, that is saying something. But I think if someone were trying to convince you to not purchase this fragrance, I think they would tell you that maybe it's a bit one-dimensional, perhaps too soft and can be difficult to find. Or if you have Girl or Wonderwood, maybe you don't need this one in your collection as well. I really like Bois Farine. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. The points that come off for me are for performance, and really just only because I don't love it as a fragrance, but everything else is there. It's unique. It's got that Jean-Claude Ellena quality. It's soft. It's unisex. It does well in the spring. Guys, I think L'Artisan Parfumé is a house that you should really explore if you love niche fragrances, because what I think they do wonderfully is just offer such a breadth, such a wide array of stuff like Zing and Figuier Primé and Zanka and Coeur de Vetiver Sacra, L'Ambre Extreme, Fuda Absinthe. They're beautiful, and they have beautiful perfumers doing them, and you're always going to get quality. And it really is a sort of a no gimmick company. They just make beautiful scents and beautiful bottles, and even if you catch them at the retail level, the prices are still pretty reasonable. You can still score the 50 ml bottles for under $100. Anytime you can do niche under $100, you're doing well. So I really recommend looking into this brand if you haven't, and exploring some of these fragrances. And of course, if you have any questions on Bois Farine or L'Artisan Parfumé, or just want to get in contact with me in general, you can email me at maxmno@gmail.com. I will see you guys again next week for more videos.
That's a fact, Dick. Ain't talking no rap shit. I'm talking that Mac clip. Niggas will backflip, act sick. My dudes study the Sabbath. No beef, veggie nigga. Maybe some